It's not in Paris, it's in paradise. And it's truly a one-of-a-kind competition. With Lee Cowan, we head off to Hawaii to take in the Olympics of hula.
It was one of those predictably perfect sunsets on the big island of Hawaii, where along with the swaying palms came the swaying hips of hula. Guests here at the Waikoloa Beach Marriott were treated to it all: the performance, the pork, and the poi. And yet the tourist experience of this Polynesian spectacle can't really begin to capture the deep meaning behind each of those ancient movements. At its core, hula is about story. Long before written language, hula's chants were the living archives of a people's history and traditions.
It's storytelling, it's mo'olelo, which is storytelling in Hawaiian. And it's a way for us to express all these stories from ancient times through moving our hips, moving our feet, through hand motions.
Kiki Kamale Kaluheamoto was born in Hilo, on the windward side of the Big Island. Her twin passions, surfing and hula, were both born in Hawaii.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Kianti Kamaile Kaluhea Mota.
But this past year, Kiki put surfing aside to set her sights on a high-stakes competition that some call the Olympics of hula.
Are you excited or nervous?
Now I'm more excited than I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I think I was. I think a month ago, if you asked me that, I would have said I was more nervous than excited.
This is the Merrie Monarch Festival. Every spring for the past 61 years. 24 or more of the best hula schools from all around the world come here to Hilo to compete in 2 categories. There's traditional hula and modern hula. The whole town comes alive for the week-long celebration. There's a grand parade, there's Hawaiian crafts and Hawaiian food. But make no mistake, the Merrie Monarch is less about a party and more about honoring hula with the dignity and reverence it has so long been denied. Hula has certainly been through a lot. Cultural appropriation in movies and tacky dashboard decor were only the most recent indignities.
When people would ask me, what do you do? I wouldn't say I was a hula teacher, because 9 times out of 10, the response would be, oh, you do the hula? Do you wear a grass skirt? Over and over. But I would say within the last decade or so, there's been a shift.
Patrick Makuakane grew up in Hawaii. He competed in the Merrie Monarch himself, in fact, back in the day. He says interest in Hawaiian traditions is growing. He now teaches it in his own halau, that's a hula school, in San Francisco. And for his decades-long effort to preserve Hawaiian culture, he was among the scientists and artists awarded the prestigious MacArthur Foundation Genius Grant last year.
Not bad. I know how important hula is to my life and to the community in which I built, and how transformative it is. But how did they come to understand that?
Perhaps what they understood is that hula might have been lost to history altogether. For generations, Christian missionaries called it a pagan ritual and banned its performance in public. It was the last reigning king of the Hawaiian kingdom, King Kalakaua, who brought the tradition back. And that earned him the nickname, Merrie Monarch. It's why he's so honored here. Gen Z Hawaiians like 18-year-old Tahani Kekuavela seem especially intent on living out their heritage.
As we act out those scenarios and stories of the past, we're also connecting to ancestors of Hawaii and of this place. I feel that power, that mana, through the dance.
That said, it's hardly easy.
It takes a lot of work to look effortlessly beautiful on stage.
Some of you guys look like you're half sleeping. Yeah, wake up. Welcome to practice.
That's Tahani and Kiki's hula teacher. Casey Kaleohano is a hula master, or kuma hula, in Hawaii.
We don't care if you're tired. It cannot look like you're tired.
She's tough, like any mentor would be.
In hula, you are using all parts of your body. And sometimes it will go slow, and sometimes the beat will pick up and be quick. It is very physical.
It's a lot of up and down movement with my legs, so my legs, of course, are always sore.
Kiki is also competing solo for the title of Miss Aloha.
Being by myself up there and knowing that I have to use the whole stage. So even though it seems short, it's when you're dancing, it feels like forever.
The fact that we were able to witness any of this was pretty remarkable. Kumas are fiercely protective of their halau, especially when outsiders like us come calling.
I think there are parts of hula that are definitely very sacred, and there are certain things that we don't talk about and we don't share because those are held for people who are practicing the tradition of hula.
It took a little bit of convincing, but we were finally permitted to see the real spirituality of hula. Like Kiki and Casey offering a silent prayer of gratitude before picking the tropical treasures that would adorn their heads and necks during the competition.
Are they hard to find?
Not on this island.
You'll find them.
The morning of the performance, that support and that care continued.
I know that we're going to keep going strong, no matter how old we get, no matter where we go. We'll always have hula to come back to.
Kiki and Tahani's halau did well, but not well enough to win. But that didn't seem to matter. What they had done was what has always been done on these islands, honoring a people and a place in ways that, thankfully today, now appear to be timeless.
Despite everything that's happened in our history, I think it's definitely a statement to show how distinct and just amazing Hawaiians are.